Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy and I'm the keeper of our home here at 4D Farms, where we're all about faith, family, home, and farm. Y'all come on in and see what we're all about, because we want our channel to encourage you and inspire you on your journey. If you see something that you like, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. That helps our channel grow and reach more people. If you want to subscribe, and if you think other people can benefit from our videos, please share them. Y'all, we hope to see you in each and every video, and most of all, thanks for watching. Good morning, y'all. Tracy here, keeper of the home at 4D Farms. If you don't know who I am and you've never seen me before, for those of y'all that are subscribers and viewers, you know who I am. Welcome back. Today's video, y'all, this is going to be like a continuation of my journey for trying to find a low to no sugar, possibly jam or jelly that my husband can eat. My mama is the jelly making queen, and y'all, for years we've made jelly, all this sugar, ooh, mwah, you know that sweet stuff, okay? Well, over the years, dear hubby has learned that he is pre-diabetic, and we're on a journey to try to cut a lot of that stuff out and make things healthier, find things that he can eat. And we're doing good. We know what triggers. Sometimes he still eats some things simply because he just wants it. Okay? Can't teach him anything. Okay? I'm trying to take care of him. And one of those things is, y'all, I'm like, he loves jams and jellies. And I'm like, we've got to find something. We just have to. So the last video before this one, I made the no cook freezer jam. Y'all, he loved it. He's almost ate every jar. And I'm like, you got to share those with daddy, okay? My daddy. I'm like, you got to share those with daddy, okay? He's like, okay. He said, next time, he said, can you make me some strawberry? So guess what? That's what we're doing today. So this is like, he likes the freezer jam. We tried that method. Today we're going to try a different method. And it's going to be a cooked jam. He requested strawberry. And I'll show you what we're going to do. Let me turn you around. This is what we got going on. We're going to use these strawberries. We got to get them washed. And I'm going to use Pamona's Universal Pectin. I'll explain a little more of that. And y'all, I'm going to use stevia. Because with Pamona's Pectin, it is designed and made. It's a fruit pectin, but it's designed and made. No additives, no preservatives. Formulated to be used with no sugar, honey, stevia, artificial sweeteners, agave, monk fruit, for people who want low, no, or just a little bit of sugar, low sugar. It's designed and formulated just for that. I'll read what it says on the back of the package. One box makes up to 22 half-pint, 8-ounce jars. Double, triple, half, or quarter the recipes. Adjust pectin for a softer or firmer gel. The directions are inside the box, y'all. Let's see. Where did it say? Okay. Now you're free to make cooked jam and jelly and freezer jam. Sweeten to your taste with any type of sugar, honey, agave, xylitol, fruit juice concentrate, stevia, or any other sweetener. Hallelujah. And the angels say, their hubby can enjoy some jam. Okay, but he likes strawberry. Okay, so I also am going to be following this recipe. I bought this book specifically for Pamona's Pectin. I've got this in my Amazon store, y'all, on my canning and preserving playlist. There is so many good recipes in here, y'all. Jams, jellies, marmalades, preserves, what's the other? Butters, like apple butters. Oh my gosh, y'all. This book is awesome. Y'all, I was intimidated by doing this. I'm like, this is going to be so complicated. No, it's not. No, it's not. The recipe is so simple. Pamona's Pectin YouTube channel has a couple of recipes on it, and the lady who formulated this, she's got this exact same strawberry jam making video on that little channel, okay? So that's what we're going to be doing. And y'all, let's see what else. Oh, in this package, it comes with calcium water. Calcium water, you're not going to use the whole thing. The little packet of calcium water that comes in here is calcium powder. You're going to turn it into calcium water. And what it does is it helps the pectin gel without the sugar. If you know anything about jam and jelly making, when the sugar interacts with the pectin to gel. But this is formulated with the calcium powder, calcium water, to where it will gel without all the sugar. Okay, so this, I can either use honey today or I can use stevia. I'm going to try some with stevia because a lot of times we don't keep honey on hand, okay? So we always keep stevia on hand because I've started cooking and baking and drinking with it. So stevia is always in that cabinet right over there. Okay, so I am going to, and y'all, the granddaughters is going to be here helping me today. Y'all, that is a given. Y'all hold on a second. My arm's getting tired. I'm going to set y'all up on the tripod, okay? Give me just a second. Oh, that's much better on my arm. Okay, it may get a little wild in here because, y'all, my kitchen is messy. I've had bread going. I've had everything going. I've had to get out all my stuff, get prepared for this morning. Jars are everywhere. Cutting boards are everywhere. Things are just everywhere. It's happening. It's going down in the kitchen this morning, okay? This is a functional kitchen. I spend about 75% of my time in this room in the house, okay? So, granddaughters and Poppy are on their way to go feed the cows. They're going down there to feed the cows right now. They wanted to go tell one of our cows happy birthday. So, they're going down there to feed the cows. They'll be busting up in this door any minute. I'm trying to get everything prepared, okay? And y'all, it's a given. I got to do this today because the strawberries has been sitting in there. They got to be done today. And they're here today. Anytime I'm in this kitchen doing something, y'all, they're going to be right here on my hips wanting to do what I'm doing. So they're going to learn. We're going to learn. Y'all are going to learn. Okay, so I'm going to get everything prepared. I got to wash the strawberries. I'm going to let them practice their culinary skills because, y'all, I'm trying to train up little homemakers, okay? They're going to be cutting with real knives because they know how to. I'm going to let them, I'm going to get them washed. I'm going to let them stem the strawberries, get the stems off and cut them up, just slice them. And then we'll go through the process. I'm going to be getting other stuff together. I do want to make a disclaimer. Do not freak out when you see me use these jars. Don't freak out. These are reusable jars. I only use these when I am water bathing. I do not use these for pressure canning because I kind of don't trust them in the pressure canner, but I do in a water bath. I save any kind of jars with these kind of lids that I can use for pasta sauce, enchilada sauce, salsa, anything that gets water bath, jams and jellies. So I'm going to reuse these, y'all, the lid pop. I'm going to reuse these, y'all. Now, if y'all don't feel comfortable using these, by all means, grab you some jelly jars with the lids and the bands, or lids and the rings, if you call them rings, depending on where you're from. If you don't feel comfortable reusing these jars, I do. Get you some little jelly jars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, give me a second. Jelly jars. You can use this size or you can use this size. Lids and rings. This is a wide mouth, but this is just for demonstration, y'all. The lids and the rings, okay? Get them to fit these jars, though, y'all. That's a wide mouth right there. We'll just push him to the side. Jelly jars, okay? We'll set them behind me like I'm setting everything else behind me. Okay, so we're going to get started. Y'all, I did not realize how simple this was, and how come I hadn't done it already? I was a little intimidated, okay? Because I'm like, you got to mix this water together. Y'all, it's so simple. We're going to open up this little box of Pectin right here. There is this is the Pectin. Okay? And from what y'all, from this one little thing right here, everybody's like, Pamona's pectin is so expensive. Well, it may be. But guess what? 3 of these boxes, it just told me, 1 box makes up to 22. Is this an 8-ounce jar? This is probably an 8-ounce jelly jar, or this one. I can't tell y'all, but 22 of these out of 1 box. And I ordered 3 boxes from Amazon. I put Pamona's Pectin in my Amazon store too if you want to check it out. You can go through there and see what size you want. Okay, but the first step is, so let's see, 1 box, 22 little jelly jars. Y'all. And I got 3 boxes. 22, 22, and 22 is what difference? 66, I'm having to do the math. 66 jars out of 3 boxes? Y'all, that should last you a whole year. Yeah, I'll be getting Pamona's Pectin from now on. Okay, directions are in here, y'all. I'm going to keep this to put in my canning and preserving binder I got up here. But I'm also going to be going by this book right here. So, I'm going to save this, file this, okay? Now, the first thing you have to do, you save your pectin because you're going to separate just 2 steps. So, one thing goes in the fruit while it's cold. The pectin and the sugar goes mixed in the fruit after it has boiled for a minute and it's hot. This is the calcium powder that I'm fixing to mix into a little jar. This is also, you're going to have plenty of calcium water left over to last through more recipes. And you can store what's left in the refrigerator to save for the next batch. I will be making more strawberry jam. Probably some blueberry jam. I might get a hold of some peaches, y'all. Okay, so we're fixing to mix up the calcium water. Shake it up really good. The pectin and the sugar will get mixed together. Y'all will see the process and I'll try to talk you through it. If it gets too loud, y'all, I will just do a voiceover later when nobody's here. But y'all, we have fun in my kitchen, me and my granddaughters. There's going to be a lot of talking and a laughing and a cutting up and correcting and don't do that. Okay, so y'all hang in there with us. So I'm fixing to get the strawberries washed, have them ready for when they get back up here. I don't hear anything yet. Get them some knives out. I'm going to be preparing the calcium water. And I'm going to go ahead and y'all, 1 cup of stevia. I actually have 3/4 of a cup. Stevia, that's all. No, 6 to 8 cups of sugar. Healthier sugar, y'all. So, let me get prepared. I washed my jars last night and sanitized them, heat cycle in the dishwasher. I also have a sanitized cycle on my dishwasher. I've got my water bath canner over there. I don't think you can see it, but I have my water bath. Y'all excuse my dirty kitchen. We ate breakfast just a few minutes ago. Got my water bath canner, fixing to turn the water on in here. And, wrong way. I've got my pot right here to cook my fruit in. Okay, so let's start getting busy, okay? First things first is getting these strawberries washed, okay? I like having a little bit of vinegar and just a drop of Dawn dish soap, y'all, to get any kind of sprays or fungicides off, especially vinegar too. So I'm just going to put my strawberries in here. And y'all, it says it's going to take 4 cups for 1 recipe. So we're going to try 1 recipe at a time. Or y'all, if I see I've got it, we'll measure the cups. And because it says you can double or triple the recipe. So if I see I've got enough, it's going to take 4 cups of mashed strawberries for 1 recipe. So if I see I've got more than 4 cups, I'm going to measure. If I've got 8 cups, then I'm going to double this recipe. All right. So I'm going to wash my strawberries. And then I'm going to put them over here in this little strainer that I've got to match my sink. And we'll get the strawberries ready, okay? Y'all also know I'm a little stickler for saving these containers because these can be little mini greenhouses to plant some seeds in. It already has drain holes. Here's your lid to cover them up during germination. Throw some dirt in there, put you some seeds in there, cover it up under some sunlight, keep them warm. You can germinate seeds in here. As they grow, take the lid off, let them get a little bigger, transplant them, y'all. A little mini greenhouse. I'm going to give these to my sisters. All right, let's finish these strawberries. Do y'all see y'all see how dirty that water is? See how dirty? That came off your strawberries. That's why you want to wash your strawberries. We're going to reuse this same bowl, okay, because we're going to put the sliced strawberries in, and we are going to use this same bowl to mash them in, to measure and see how much we got, okay? Now I'm just going to start rinsing off my strawberries. Woo, that's cold. We're just going to start rinsing off the strawberries, okay? Let me get y'all up here. Y'all, I got dirty dishes in the sink. Sorry. Granddaughter wants to wash dishes, so I'm going to save them for her. She loves to wash dishes. So, guess what? I got her a few. Rinse off your strawberries very good. Give them a chance to strain. And then we'll start cutting the stems off and slicing them up. Alright, I've got the strawberries straining over here to get some of the water off. I don't want a bunch of water content in my mashed strawberries, okay? Y'all, that's a lot of strawberries. I may be able to double this recipe. I need to get my measuring cup out because we're going to have it. I need to get my debubbler and my funnel out. You are going to need that. I am fixing to put my jars into a warm oven, hot liquid. You're going to want your jars a little warm and hot, okay? So I don't like putting them in some water to boil and all such as that because I need my canner, okay? So while we're preparing the hot contents to go in the jars, I can be letting these just on a warm cycle, lids and all, in a warm oven, okay? I'll get a sheet pan out, put my jars on there, put my lids on there, and start warming these up because you're going to put hot liquid in your jars. So remember my rule in canning. Hot liquids, hot contents, hot jars, hot lids, hot canner, hot water. Hot water in your canner. If you're doing all cold, then everything all cold. Make your things match as far as temperature. I don't want to put jam in here and bust a jar. So I'm going to get a sheet pan, put my jars in the oven, turn it on just warm so these will be ready. Go find my funnel and my debubbler. Forgot to grab those. And then I'll get back and I'll mix these two together, okay? Jars and lids fixing to go in the oven. Y'all, I used to be a waitress. I'm going to put these in the oven, letting them get warm. Oh. Yes, y'all, I used to be a waitress. I used to carry a tray over here and a tray over here. Yes, I did. Can't do that now, okay? All right, now let's start mixing the calcium water. I'm going to refer to this book, y'all, because this was so easy. So let's see, mixing the calcium water. Where was it? Y'all excuse me, let me go back. Mixing the calcium water. All right, let's see. This book explains it all. And if you want to get started, y'all, all you got to do is, I'm going to mark my spot. All you got to do is get this book. She explains everything. I mean, like, where even a child can understand it. Okay, we're probably going to have to put on aprons here in a little bit because I got to go to town later on this afternoon, and I don't think I want to go with jam all over me. And I'll get them a little apron out, too, and strawberry juice, okay? And y'all, they're probably going to eat a ton of strawberries, so we might have enough for 2 batches, and we might not. They're going to sit there and sneak a few bites. Okay, so it tells you all about the sweeteners. She takes the science out of it, which is what I was intimidated by, and just explains it where I can understand it, y'all. So first, we're gonna get the calcium water mixed. Let's see. It says to take a half a teaspoon of the calcium powder, like Jell-O or pudding, okay, and a half a cup of water. Half teaspoon, y'all, the directions are in the book and it's also on this little sheet right here, okay? So, half a teaspoon of calcium powder, half a cup of water. So, but I'm not gonna get sink water, y'all, because I don't want any chemicals in our city water to interact with any of this stuff. So we have filtered water in our refrigerator, okay? So half a teaspoon, SP is teaspoon. Okay, half a teaspoon of the calcium powder, if it'll go in here, y'all. That's a little bitty bag. That's almost, I may have to grab just a little more. Oh, you know what? I think there's a half a teaspoon in here, y'all. Let me see. I think there's a half a teaspoon in here. There's a half a teaspoon in the pack, y'all. Or maybe just a teeny tiny bit more, okay? So, y'all, half a teaspoon is about what's in here. Maybe like, what's in between 3/4 and a half? I'm not good. Okay. We're going to put the pack in here. Now, I do know just a half a cup of water. So, let me find a half a cup, measuring cup. I'm going to put it in here, but I got to go over there. So, y'all give me a second. All right, y'all. I got it in there. Okay. Now, you just shake this up. Okay, but if you leave it sitting just for a few minutes, y'all just remember to shake it each time before you use it. What you don't use today, because you're only going to be using, that's mixing up the calcium water. Today, just out of this calcium water, you're only going to use 2 teaspoons. So you're going to have calcium water left over and you're going to have pectin left over. Depends on how much you're making that day. But you will have some of this left over. Okay, so we've got this mixed up. Now it says we need to, because you're going to do your wet ingredients first, then you're going to do your dry ingredients, which is going to be your sugar and the pectin. You're going to mix them together. Okay, so now let's see how we do this. In a separate bowl, combine your measured amounts of sweetener and your Pamonas pectin powder. Mix thoroughly and set it aside. That is going to be done. The pectin needs to be put in the mashed fruit when it's reached the boiling point, okay? And then you let it boil for just a few minutes. We'll continue to read the recipe, okay? If you're using a honey or a liquid sweetener, you're going to do the same thing. You mix it in together. Just make sure it's mixed in with your liquid sweetener evenly. Okay? You don't want to have like a little section of honey over here that doesn't have any of the pectin in it. Mix it until it's all well and combined. Okay, so we've got, I did, y'all, go ahead and use a whole cup like the recipe says, because this is my first time making this. And I need to see if it's going to turn out right first, okay? We're only going to do, let me see first how many mashed things we wind up having. Because if I have more than 4 cups of mashed strawberries, if I see that I've got 8 cups, then I can double the recipe, which means for my strawberry jam, one recipe is going to be 1 cup of sugar. So if I wind up getting 8 cups of berries mashed, now that's, you don't put whole strawberries in here and count that as 4 cups. They have to be mashed, okay? Then measure. If I see that I'm going to wind up with 8 cups of mashed strawberries, I will get another cup of sugar. So I can go ahead and mix the first recipe so I can show you how to do this, okay? Just for the sake of one recipe. If I get more, I'll add another cup and add some more pectin. So, one recipe is going to be 1 cup of sugar. Stevia's powdery, y'all, like powdered sugar. Okay, 2 teaspoons Pamonas pectin powder. Y'all, I'm going to have a whole bunch left over. So if I can double this later, I'll just add to it. So, 2 teaspoons of Pamonas pectin. I will actually take the leftover pectin and put in a little jar. So, where's my 1 teaspoon? Y'all, this is my granddaughter's measuring spoons, and it's hard, on the color, it's hard to see the 1 teaspoon. I gotta make sure it's not a half. Okay, so I'm doing I gotta think, y'all. 1 cup of sugar to start out with. 1 cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons Pamona's pectin powder. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible, y'all. Make sure it's even. 1. 2 teaspoons. All right, you're just going to stir this together. I've got it in my bowl and I'm stirring it together, okay? Ugh, stevia is powdery. But just if you're using a liquid sweetener, please make sure you're getting it all well incorporated too. All right? See, that pectin and the calcium water is designed to work together with lower sugar content. That's how she formulated it. A lady designed this formula, Pamona's Pectin. She's a smart woman. Thank you, smart woman. All right, now we've got that all mixed together. So I'm going to put the remaining Pamona's Pectin in a little jar. Y'all, I save all kinds of jars. This is a little garlic jar. Can y'all see that? Like I have it upside down. Garlic jar. I save these little things. Perfect to put this remaining little packet in here. If I can get it in there. Little packet of Pamona's Pectin and keep it airtight. There you go. I'll know this is Pamona's Pectin. Calcium water's ready. Sugar and stuff is ready. I'm going to clean up a little bit. I'm going to keep my cups though, because if I see that I've got 8 cups, then I'm going to double the recipe. Now, these little jelly jars are not going to be 8-ounce jelly jars. I think those jars right there are 15 ounces. So, okay, whatever the recipe I'm making this morning may get me like 4 of those jars, which is going to be good, y'all. Okay, so trash. All right, let's see. Got my measuring cup ready. Got my bowl ready for these girls when they come busting up in here. I'm not going to need these till maybe later. If I see I can double this. Got my masher. You're going to need a masher. Y'all, if you want to do this by hand, do it by hand. But I want to teach them how to use this masher. I need to go get my funnel and my debubbler, okay? And then we can start getting these little babies ready, okay? Okay, y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, funnel to put your hot contents in your jars. I'll get a ladle out in just a minute. This is a debubbler. You use this end to kind of like put down in the jars to get all the air bubbles out of your jars. This is little measurements for head space. An inch goes all the way down to a quarter, okay? That counts your head space. Jar lifters, you're gonna need these. Y'all, I used to use these upside down and couldn't figure out how come I couldn't hold my jars right. You grasp up here with your jar lifters, okay? The circle part goes around the jar. Okay, I was doing it wrong a long time. Okay, so I've got these. I need to get a ladle, and I'm gonna go ahead and start kind of on these strawberries till they come busting up in here, okay? Y'all, if you've got like a little, you can do it the old-timey way and cut your tops off, but y'all, kids, you know how they're gonna be. They're probably gonna cut off half of the top, okay? So I may wind up taking the tops off them for them and then letting them slice them up because, you know, they kind of cut a little too much off. That's where this little thing is gonna come in handy. It's a little huller, strawberry huller. You put this down over the stem, grab it, poke down. Whoop, don't get my book dirty. Let it go, and it pulls the stem out for you. Look out there, okay? I'll probably do the hulling and let them slice the strawberries so we can get this process underway, okay? But you need one of these in your life, okay? Especially for strawberries. So I'm going to start hulling, piling them up some strawberries over here so they can just come in and start slicing. I have a special set of knives just for them that they're used to using. Not going to use the very sharp ones because I've cut my finger on them, y'all. So I've got them out some that they can use. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this. This is your little magnet for lids. Them lids are going to be hot, and I'm not going to just grab one and screw it on there. I'm going to get it magnet with this, place it on the jar, hold it down, grab a towel, and then screw it on there, okay? This is a jar lid magnet, okay? Forgot to show y'all that. Okay, so I'm going to start getting some things ready, and then they'll be in here in just a minute, and they'll join me. I want to make another disclaimer while it just came to my mind. There are some recipes that's going to call for lemon juice to add extra acid to the fruit. Strawberries have enough acid in them. You do not have to add lemon juice to this. Just make sure you follow the recipes according to the fruit that has lower acidity in it, okay? Second thing is you can use frozen fruit in these recipes. It tells you how to use frozen berries. So if you want to do some jams and jellies in the off season, y'all, you can even use grape juice from the grocery store to make some jellies. So you actually may not have to have the fruit if it comes in a juice. You can use frozen. It tells you how to use the frozen berries. So you can can in an off season, or you can wait like I do and you want fresh. Buy them every time they go on sale. These strawberries wound up being $2 for a big thing. Oh yes, I stocked up on those. So that just came to my mind. I thought y'all might need to know that. Let me get back to taking these tops off for these girls. I'm sorry, y'all. I just keep breaking in. I had another thought come to mind, y'all. If your kids accidentally cut off too much of the tops, y'all, there are still a lot of things that you can do with the strawberry tops. I got a video of using some little leftover strawberry tops. We just wanted to play around and experiment with something. At one time, we made like a strawberry vinaigrette. You can take the strawberry tops and turn it into like a syrup. Don't let your strawberry tops go to waste. We have actually taken some strawberry tops and put them in one of these little containers with some dirt and sprouted out some little strawberry plants. Now, we went wrong somewhere. My fault. I don't think we were watering them enough, and they were forgetting to water them sometimes. So that was bad on our part. But y'all, you can sprout some little strawberry plants because those little seeds to make new strawberry plants is already on the strawberry. Find things to do with your strawberry tops if they accidentally cut off too much. I'm going to get busy again. All right, y'all, I got all of them whole, got them in here, and got them some to get started with. But y'all, it's been a little while. I'm thinking somebody has distracted Poppy, and he's kind of like gotten off track and maybe kind of went to the candy store. Wonder who that could be. Wonder who distracted him. And knowing Poppy, he's headed straight to that candy store. So I'm going to go ahead and start slicing these strawberries, y'all. I'm going to put you down here. We are just going to start slicing these strawberries. I'm going to let them do the same thing. It's not a magical science, y'all. You just start slicing your strawberries, okay? And I got them a little pile over here to get started. When they get here, they'll be fine. They'll have plenty to do. So we're going to go through this whole bowl. And then the next step will be to mash these and measure out 4 cups. And then we'll see how much we got left over, okay? I'm not done with all of them yet, but I want to see how much I'm getting right here. So I'm going to start with a small batch first, mashing. Because if you get your bowl too full, I would mash a little at a time, or you're not going to be able to reach the whole bottom of the bowl, okay? Because you're going to have so much in there. You are just going to mash your fruit, okay? And if you have to, y'all, if you don't like using this, just get in there and start mashing them with your hands, okay? But you're not wanting to, like, squeeze the juice out. You don't want it mushy. Jam is supposed to be, you know, your fruit kind of chunky, but not big chunks. You want enough to where it makes the preserves, okay? and you don't want to bite into like a big chunk of fruit. So we're going to mash a little bit at a time and start filling up our measuring cup till we measure 4 cups. Because I had that bowl really full, and I'm like, I'm never going to get to the really bottom of that bowl. So we're just going to do a little at a time. Looks like maybe a cup at a time. And then just keep mashing them like this. And I'm going to keep mashing and measuring till I get 4 cups in here. This is all you do. Like I said, if this is too hard, y'all just reach in there, take your jewelry off, do it with your hands, you're fine. What kid would not love to get in here and just start mashing up berries? We have added some things to our garden, y'all, and I hope we have some success. We've added a section in our garden for 2 different grapevines and a thornless blackberry, and we've got 2 blueberry bushes that I'm hoping gives us, the blueberry bushes are fixing to have ripened berries on them. We've already had to cover them up with some nets to keep the deer and the birds out of them, okay? So I'm hoping we have a successful year with those. Now the thornless blackberries and the grapes are not going to produce this year, but we wanted to get them in the ground, get them established, get them used to the garden, the nutrients in the garden, to maybe get a head start for next year. All right, let's see how much this is. Oh, y'all, I'm going to have a bunch. This is already like, that is 2 cups right there, y'all. I'm going to have a bunch today, y'all. So let's go ahead and mash up a little bit more. Y'all, I may wind up being able to quadruple or triple this recipe. I've got the pectin left over. I've got calcium water. Y'all, I may wind up having a big batch today. I may have to go get some more jars. All right, I'm going to repeat the process till I get to 4 cups, okay? Y'all, if it's easier, you can also put these in a food processor and just pulse them. Don't blend them. If you want to jam, don't blend them. Just kind of like pulse it, pulse it, pulse it until you get the chunkiness to your desired consistency. So that might be easier because this is beginning to wear my arm out. So next time I may use the food processor and pulse them and put them over in there. But I'm just going to let my granddaughters do this when they get back. Let them use their little arms and their little strength. Okay? This is probably the 2nd cup, y'all. The second 2 cups right here. But yeah, that's an option. You can try to use your food processor and just pulse them till you get that consistency that you want. All right, y'all, I got my 4 cups here. We're going to move to the next step, okay? I got y'all a little low. Let me move you up just a little bit. All right, I'm going by the recipe, y'all. The next step says to, in your saucepan, mix your 4 cups mashed strawberries into a saucepan with the calcium water and mix well. So our calcium water, let's go ahead and add our strawberries. Our calcium water, it says we needed 2 teaspoons. So we're going to shake because y'all see it's beginning to settle at the bottom. Shake. And let me read this again, y'all, just to make sure. 2 teaspoons of this calcium water. Which one is my teaspoons? Here we go again, y'all. Was it the yellow one? Let me make sure. Yes, it was the yellow one. Okay, so we're going to do, without spilling the rest of it, 1, 2, that wasn't exactly level, y'all, because my hand is shaking. Okay, 2 teaspoons of the calcium water. Mix well. While I'm mixing, let me read the next step. Then it says in a separate bowl, combine the sugar and pectin powder, mix thoroughly, set aside. I've already got that step done. Okay, now bring strawberry mixture to a full boil over high heat. So we're going to put this on the stove. We're going to bring this to a high heat boil, okay? And let's see, it says bring it to a full boil. Okay, so we're going to put this over here, turn on the eye, bring it to a full boil. That'll take a few minutes, y'all. All right, and then we'll get to the next step, okay? That's fixing to come up to a boil. I'll just go ahead and tell you the next step because I hear them coming. So let me spit this out right quick, but I'll still let you see it when I do it, okay? The next step, we already got this added together. When that comes up to a full boil, it says to add the pectin and the sugar in together slowly, stirring constantly, okay? Then bring it back up to a boil, and this should take like 1 to 2 minutes, y'all. I'll read it just so you can hear. Bring strawberry mixture to a full boil over high heat. Slowly add pectin sugar mixture, stirring constantly. Continue to stir vigorously for 1 to 2 minutes to dissolve the pectin in the sugar till the jam comes back up to a boil. Okay? So you want to stir it in slowly. It's going to simmer down just a little bit. 1 to 2 minutes, keep stirring till it comes back up to a boil. Once the jam returns to a full boil, then remove it from the heat. But it's going to be loud. When I get to that, I'll just let you see it, okay? Because it may be a little loud, okay? Basically, a quick thing, you're going to put that in there with the calcium water. Let it come up to a boil. Slowly add your pectin and sugar. Let it come back up to a boil. So you got 2 boils. That will help me remember that. Y'all, sometimes I just have to think of a way to help me understand something better, you know, on my level. So 2 boils, okay? Here we go. Let's go back over here. I wanted to show y'all something right quick. I'm also going to make a loaf of bread to go along with this so we can toast this up, but I'm going to show y'all something I got. I cannot slice bread evenly. I cannot slice tomatoes. There's onions. I just can't. So I got me a little guide here to get even slices, and this fits any kind of loaf. It stretches out to 3 different sizes: round loaves, little loaves, big loaves, sandwich loaves, whatever kind of loaf. I'm going to love this, y'all. I'm putting this in my Amazon store too, okay? So, here we go, y'all. Okay, it's come to a rolling boil. We're fixing to add the sugar and the pectin and bring it to a boil again.
You still might have poppy?
Are y'all slicing and dicing over there? Mostly slicing.
I'm doing so good over here.
You are? Y'all are slicing really good.
Just take a look for yourself.
Yeah, and then in a minute when we get some in the bowl, we will, I'll let y'all practice mashing them up.
Hey, Gemma.
Uh-huh.
Are you doing all these ones in this bowl right there?
Yes, I'm gonna try to get 2 batches today. This is the first batch right here. I didn't know I was gonna have that much left over, but I am. Okay, you want to incorporate and mix all this in, especially if you're using stevia, because see how it's kind of powdery. So you want to make sure this is all mixed in. Bring it up to another boil again and stir continuously. Yes, you're doing that. Well, be careful and don't cut your finger, okay? Set it on the fat bottom, Atlee, and your strawberry won't roll with you. And it won't shoot across the floor either. Good job, Caroline.
Why?
Yes.
You're cutting fast.
No, you better slow down, okay? Slow down. You haven't been cutting long enough to try that trick, okay? And I don't want you to cut the end of a finger off, okay? Slow down, please. Okay? Go wash your knife, please. Atlee, I need smaller slices because we've got to mash these with a masher, okay? All right, now we're going to bring this back up to a boil. Oh, that's a good boil.
Shiny.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
I'm gonna let it do this for a few seconds.
Allie, if you turn it.
All right, this is boiled. We're gonna take this off the heat and set it over here. You don't want this to start sticking to the bottom of your pan. So let's go over here to the counter. Yeah, y'all find a way that can help you get them mashed really good. They're doing really good, slicing and dicing over here. Very good, Caroline. Just don't get your fingers in the way, okay? However, that you have to cut them to get them small enough that y'all can mash them with the masher, okay? Slice, and then put them right there in that green bowl, and I'll let y'all take turns mashing. Very good, girls. With a sucker in your mouth. I knew Poppy took y'all to the candy store. One's got one's got gum, one's got a sucker. Okay, I'm gonna let them practice smashing. Caroline, look, don't do it like that. You're gonna splatter it everywhere. Mash down. There you go. Mash and push down on it. You're kind of like pureeing them up and you're mashing them up. Do a little twist action when you mash down too. Oh yes, just like that. Just like that. Both of them are going to get their turn. Mashing, dicing, slicing, all that good stuff. Good job, girls. Yeah, put a little twist action on there, Caroline. Mash and twist. Atlee, do you see how she's doing it? Because you're going to get to do the next batch, okay? Push down, twist, and mash. Good job. Okay, I've got this off the stove. And I'm going to get me some jars out. Set them right here. We're going to jar these up. Okay. Atlee, do you want to try mashing some? Take a little pause. Twist and mash. Twist and mash. They're getting good. All right, keep slicing these. Okay. So I'm going to get some jars out. Bring them over here. Set them up. And I'm going to let you see me jar these up. I got some great little helpers in here this morning. All right, I need to lay a towel down because I need to get my jars. Very good, girls. I need to make some space. Oh, because I'm going to put my jars right here, but they're hot. Very good. Caroline, okay, look, don't mince them. Don't mince them. Just big enough that we can mash them, okay? And here's the bowl you put them in. There you go. Atlee, you're doing a good job. Whoa. Don't do that. You'll splash strawberry everywhere. Mash and twist. You finished? Okay. Go ahead and slice some more and we'll put them in this bowl. All right. Now, these are hot, not hot. I can touch them, y'all. I just had them in there on warm. Here's my lid. We're going to start ladling these in the jars.
What is that?
We're going to put this over here. This is the jam. Let me get my ladle. All right, we're going to start ladling this in the jars. Let G-Ma do this because I don't want you to get burned with this jam, okay? There's some steps G-Ma will let you do, but some I don't want you to get burnt. And I got to measure. This may be like 3 of these jars, and that's fine. All right, we're going to check the head space. Little more. Now, this is not freezer jam. So these are not going to be frozen, so it's not going to expand when it's froze. So you can do the head space. All right, we're going to stop right there. Go to the next jar. I'm going to get all these ladle, good warm jars. My water is warm in the water bath canner. And y'all, we're going to go ahead and prepare 2 recipes. We're going to double this recipe. Yes, dear. Oh, that is so pretty. Y'all are doing such a good job. A little more in this jar. But I did about 2 of these jars. Of course, these are not jelly jars. All right. I will put what's left in here, into here, and we'll get the next batch going. And we're going to repeat this process all over again. But let me show you what we're going to do next with these 2 jars, okay? So you're going to take your jars. You're going to wipe your rims off, just like this. Oh, we need to debubble first. To get the air bubbles out, debubble. I've got about a half 1/2 inch headspace. Okay? Now we're going to wipe the rims of the jar because you don't want stickiness interfering with the sealing of the jar. So make sure your rims are good and white. Put your lid on. Good. Now, when we get all of these ready and jarred up like this, we'll go to the next step. But we're going to double this recipe. So we'll get to the next step in just a minute. All right, y'all. We are going to start the second batch here. Ooh, there you go.
I'm a professional chef.
You're a professional chef. Yeah, but be careful. Very good. Caroline's working on hers. Very good.
Watch this.
And we got some eating them. I got some good helpers this morning. All right? Are you cutting yours? Finish yours right here. We're going to put them in the mashing bowl, and you get to mash yours next. I think I only need 2 more cups, y'all, and we'll have the next 4 cups that we need. Very good. Okay. I'm trying to get sugar out of the refrigerator, and she says I'm weird. Okay, I am weird. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and get our second batch ingredients together. Oh, I'm so glad, y'all. We got 2 batches today. So that's 4 cups of mashed berries, 1 cup of sugar. We're just going to set that right there. Stevia. And I need the pectin powder. Let me go look in that, y'all. I think it was 2. But don't splash it, cause see you're fixing to get strawberry juice all over your clothes, and Daddy's gonna get me. Okay.
So he'll put my butt into your butt.
I don't. Okay. He'll whoop me. Okay. So we need 2 teaspoons of the Pamonas pectin. That's what I thought. So let me get this little jar back out. Yeah, he will whoop me if y'all get strawberry stuff all over.
Jam.
Oh, that's good. All right, so I need 2 teaspoons.
Strawberry jam.
We're all making strawberry jam. I saw that. We're sneaking strawberries in here. 2 teaspoons of the Pamonas pectin. We want to measure accurately. And we stir this together. 1, 2. Y'all, there's probably like enough for 2 more batches in here. So I'm just going to put this up, put this back in my little jar.
Watch this, Gemma.
Put this back in my little, we got eating squirrels in here. All right?
We're not squirrels.
So,
look at all the strawberry jam.
oh my gosh. That's probably the next 2 cups that we need. Okay? Oh, let's mix this up together. Mix this. I'm going to get both of these recipes done and jarred up, then process them in the water bath canner together. And the reason why we're doing a water bath is because this is not freezer jam. This is cooked jam, and you're water bathing it because it's a high acid food and shelf stable life. When these get processed, they cool off. I can put these in the pantry. Okay. So, this is mixed really well. She's mashing the next 2 cups that we need.
How to sneak this
There. We may not need these strawberries. Let's see what we got right here after we measure it. Okay, we got our other 4 cups right here. Goes into the saucepan. I want to make sure I get all the goodness. We got strawberries left over, and I got little squirrels over here, little bunnies eating the strawberries. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, now, there's our 4. I got somebody already back here on dish duty. She loves to wash dishes. Now, it said 2 teaspoons of the calcium water in with the fruit. Mashed fruit. So, we're going to get 2 teaspoons of the calcium water. Remember to shake it. And I never can. Y'all see this. Okay. 2 teaspoons of the calcium water. This is going to be the first boil. Getting it going on the stove, okay? We're cleaning up. I got 2 girls wanting to wash dishes. Yay! Winner, chicken dinner. See? Get your kids in the kitchen. All right. This is fixing to be the first boil. Y'all, this is not hard at all. I don't know why I waited so long to try this. It's not hard. It's just two little science facts. The calcium water goes with the fruit before you boil it. And then after it comes to a boil, then you just add the pectin and the sugar, bring it to a boil a second time. That's it, y'all. I don't know why I thought this was so hard. I'm easily intimidated. I don't know why I thought it was so hard. But y'all, this is so stinking easy. While that's boiling, I got capable kids washing dishes. They're going to take turns washing their own dishes. All right, this has come to a boil good. We're going to slowly add the sugar in and stir. Oh, y'all, I'm not left-handed. Okay, there we go. Slowly stir. We want to make sure it's all incorporated. And I switched to a little spatula because I want to scrape this off the sides too. All right, little at a time and stir. This is not hard at all, y'all. And if I wasn't videoing, it would probably go by faster. But that's okay. If y'all wanted to learn, that's why you chose to watch this video. You wanted to learn, so we're walking through it together. Okay? There we go. We're going to get the rest of this in here. All right, now I'm going to stir this, incorporate it really good. See my water over here in my water bath canner? It's getting warm. We're going to do all these jars at the same time. Girls are having fun splashing in water, and that's okay. We're all in the kitchen working together, aren't we, girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, each kid's in the kitchen. They'll surprise you what you can do. All right, now we're going to bring this up to a second boil, remove it over there to the counter, and we'll start jarring this up again. All right, it came to the second boil. I'm going to stir really good. And I'm going to start ladling in the jars. Same thing we did with the other jars a while ago. Get your head space. Little more. Next jar. If you have some left over that's not enough to go in a jar, you can actually just put that leftover into the refrigerator and turn it into a refrigerator jam. There you go. And we may have just a little left over. Okay, thank you. I'll throw that in the trash. Little. Whoop. Let's see how much. That might not be enough. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to get a little smaller jar, and let's see. Let me get a jelly jar. I don't know if it'll go in this one or this one, because I really would like to preserve these. So this looks like it's not enough to go in here, but it may be enough to fill this jar up. Let's see what we got. If I have to switch jars, I'll switch jars. Let's just see what I got here. Oh, you know what? That may be enough to fill that jar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put it in here anyway. I'll wash this jar. Anybody want to wash this jar? Okay, she grabbed it. I still have more dishes for you. We'll just go ahead and fill this one up. And even if it doesn't go all the way to the top, y'all, to the head space, don't fall off your stool. If it doesn't go all the way up to the head space, y'all, you can still go ahead and water bath that jar. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was enough to go in there. Yeah. Very good. Let's see. I can actually add some more to these other little jars to create some more headspace. That was just about right. Here's somebody one. All right, we're going to find my little spatula. Okay. All right, we're going to get the rest of this out of here. And maybe fill up some more in this jar. I will have jam I'm going to have to get off the thing. It's all right. This is all we have left. I'm going to finish filling these up. I'm going to wipe the rims, put the lids on, and we're going to drop these in the water bath and go to the next process.
I can pour the water on. Okay.
One can wash, one can rinse, and y'all will be working together as a team.
Yeah, I will wash it, but Atlee, can I wash it?
Let's let Atlee wash, because she's good at washing. You rinse. How about that, Atlee?
Yeah, and you're good at rinsing.
Yeah. All right. Get the jam off. This jar, I spilled just a little bit. That's fine.
Rinse it just a little.
Yeah, they're working together as a team back there. All right. Lid.
I will rinse.
Last jar. Y'all, I wound up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15-ounce jars.
Make sure to get on the other side.
Strawberries are still on sale right now. Y'all, I'm gonna go get some more strawberries. And I could do some blueberries when they go on sale. Okay, now let's see what the next step is. Okay, let's see what the next step is.
I'm gonna watch them.
All right, let's see. Now we need to do, how long we need to do it. Place, let's see. Lower filled jars in decanter, ensuring jars are not touching each other and are covered. When you're water bathing something, you want the water to come over the whole jar, lid and all. You want them completely submerged, okay? That's a rule of water bathing. Place lid on counter, return to a rolling boil, process for 10 minutes. I got this. Okay, so we're going to put these in the water bath, and we're going to process these for 10 minutes, okay? And I'll walk you over here. All right, y'all, we're dropping these in the water. Nothing's cracking because everything was hot, hot, hot. Okay, so let me get my last jar.
I'm going to wash.
I'm going to put this one in the middle. Woo! So they can all kind of like stay together here on this side. Since I don't have a full canner, I'm going to have to add some more water until all the jars are submerged underwater. Okay, we're going to put more water in here until all the jars are completely submerged. At least 1 to 2 inches above the jar. We're going to put the lid on the canner, turn the heat up, and let this come to a rolling boil for 10 minutes. You caught that, didn't you? I didn't debubble them last 3 jars. It's okay if you accidentally forget to debubble your jars sometimes. That's fine. They're going to be okay. So, just note to self, remember to debubble the jars. All right, 10 minutes, y'all. All right, y'all, this has come up to a rolling boil. I'm fixing to set the timer for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I've cut the timer off. I'm fixing to remove these from the canner. Woo, hot. Hot, hot. Hold them right this time. Grab your jar, towel, and I'm going to set them over here on my cutting board to cool off and start hearing them. Can you do a pop? There you go. Like that. We should start hearing these pops in a little bit. Ooh, 5 jars coming out of the canner. Girls, y'all don't touch these jars, okay? Yeah, there we go. I got one over here mixing up some dough because I'm going to make a loaf of homemade bread so we can bake it up and taste test with this jam. And don't fall off your stool, sister. I'll show her in just a second. Okay, 5 jars out of the counter. We're going to let them cool. Should start hearing those pops in a little bit. She has got some dough going here where we can make some homemade bread. My 5-minute no-knead bread recipe. Okay? And that video is out, y'all. This is one of the things that you can do with it. It's easy to mix up. Even a kid can do it. And we're going to make up a homemade loaf of bread to test this jam with. I got to finish mixing up this dough because once it gets to this point, it gets a little hard for her to do. So we are just going to mix the rest of this dough up. Same scenario. You're going to mix it up. You're going to set it in. You're going to put a lid on this. Y'all just follow that recipe on my video, the very first video in my bread making series. I think it's no, it's not the very first one, but it's where we're getting into this 5-minute no-knead bread, okay? All the utensils and things I have where I'm making the bread and stuff, y'all, they're in my Amazon store on my kitchen essentials list. You make it up, shaggy dough. You're going to cover it up loosely, and we're going to set this over on the counter for a while and let it ferment most of the day because it's morning time. And then either tonight or first thing in the morning, I will get this dough and make us a homemade loaf of bread and try our jam with it, because I really want this jam to kind of sit overnight so that way we can get the full flavor after it has set for a while, and then try it with a piece of toast, okay? If we do that in the morning, I'll get a couple of pictures and then attach it to the end of this video. So this is baking a cooked jam, strawberry jam with Pamona's Pectin, low to no sugar. Y'all, we learned this today together. So I will attach some pictures at the end of this video testing this jam, and we'll put in the description box how it turns out. So y'all, thanks for watching. We're going to continue to make more jams and jellies and experiment. We'll take you along on those videos too. We will see y'all. I just got splashed with water. We will see y'all in the next video. Have fun with your kids in the kitchen. We'll see y'all in the next video.